Good evening to all of you, those of you who have joined the program from our time zone, and welcome all participants. Today, again, the second webinar in our series, we shall be talking about our 60 hours placement preparation program, which you might be aware that we are starting on 1st of September 2024. So each Saturday we are discussing what we shall be doing in this program and with a request to register soon. Our discounts on this program is still on 25% discount we have been giving in this program, and we would request you to join as soon as possible. From the 1st of September we will start our regular classes. And today, as we have been doing in the past, we shall discuss the main component of this program, that is the coding questions. My name is Ranjan Kumar Majumdar, and I'm the founder and managing director of our company Constellation Training and Placement Services. By education, I am a engineer from IIT Kharagpur and a PGDM from IIM Calcutta. I have worked in the industries like manufacturing, IT, and education. I've spent about 17 years with a company that you are very much familiar with, that is TCS or Tata Consultancy Services. I love to work with students. I guide them on soft skills and I provide career guidance. I manage all the programs of Constellation. Very proud to have Mr. Suramya Viswas, who is going to take us through the coding part of the course. And as I mentioned, that we shall concentrate on actual solving problems in the class, IT coding problems. That is our main aim, so that you gain experience in doing well or being successful in the coding test of companies. Mr. Biswas is our industry expert, and along with other faculty members who take our classes and who guide us, mentors us, he has been with us for some time now. He has 23 years of experience in training students and corporate executives. So he's not only trainer of students, but he also trains corporate executives. And his experience amongst companies and top-notch companies like Infosys, Hexaware, Cognizant, TCS, IBM is enormous. I mean, very deep experience. For many years, he has been taking these classes, especially for joinees of these companies, where they need to quickly ramp up, as you say, ramp up, build their expertise so that they can be productive. So, out of college, he trains the students how to do their coding better, and he brings that knowledge to college level trainings, and he's been training with us for many of our colleges. He's a faculty member, and his expertise lies in C, C++, RDMANS, Java, Python, web technologies. He's also a paper setter. He's also a paper setter for exams like Exorient, Bitwise, Amdocs, DXC. And by education, he's a postgraduate from Sikkim Manipal University. Welcome, Mr. Biswas.
Good evening.
Brief,
Good evening, everybody. Hello, I Surabhi Viswas.
thank you, sir. Constellation Training and Placement Services, our company was formed in 2011, and the founders are all from IITs and IIMs. Incorporated in West Bengal, and we have a wide network of subject matter experts, trainers, facilitators spread across India. Current focus is here is college training and assessments, corporate training, placements, advisory and consulting. But for us and for this webinar and the course, it is college training. Here on a pictorial map, we have shown you the courses. So we are basically focused on placement oriented courses for our students so that they are able to prepare well and get a good job. in which you have aptitude test preparation, you have coding oriented IT courses, and a part of the major part of this course is coding oriented IT, soft skills, communicative English, and we do assessments. So we go to colleges and just do assessments in coding, in English, and for aptitude. So our aim, as I mentioned, is transform students to employable graduates through placement-oriented courses. All our courses are self-learning, digitalized. Our courses sells in the market. Students purchase our course and do self-learning. And as part of this course, we are going to give you a complete access of our aptitude test preparation, our coding-oriented IT course that is on Java and soft skills. We shall also give you access to our coding editor for practicing whatever is happening in the class. We shall give you extra problems which you can solve on our coding editor and assess yourself. So honestly, we in this particular course we are giving you access to four major platforms that we have, along with 60 hours of teaching, in which we shall do coding, we shall do aptitude tests, and we shall do soft skills. This is a list of our clients. We have been teaching throughout India, currently about 28 colleges, and we have touched the lives of more than 25,000 students. Talking about the 60 hours placement preparation program, as I said, we aim to assist students with their placement preparation. It is a rapid program to get ready for the placement season of 2024. The placement season has started. For some colleges, it might start a little later. I know that some of the premium colleges start around December time frame. But what is important is, as you go through the program, I'm sure many of you will get placed, because we will do exactly the components that are very important for placements: aptitude tests, coding tests, soft skills. We offer a blend of all three to provide a holistic preparation for your placements. What are the salient features effective for students wanting to qualify for jobs in the IT sector? IT today is still the largest employer in the country, though many of you are aware that the numbers have really come down. The numbers that we had spoken about 2 years back are not there. So the competition is more, and finding an IT job is getting more and more difficult, especially for freshers. We have been talking to our clients, that is various college uh, management and placement officers, and they are finding that the placements have really become difficult. So they are not able to place 100% of their students as they used to do, or a large percentage. Numbers are really dropping. So we have put this course in place starting September, helping you first of all to master coding. We have seen that, and we have been conducting tests in various colleges, campuses where we do assessments. Coding still remains the weak area. So we shall be solving 50, at least 50 questions during these 40 hours on coding, and giving you a lot of confidence on coding. Plus, as I mentioned, you will have access to our coding editor, and we shall be giving you at least, you have access to more than 100 coding problems. I believe that after going through, this is from experience, that if you are seriously learning with us, you should not have issues in cracking any of the coding problems in your placement exams. Continuous assessments to check progress in coding. Through our coding editor, we will check how you are progressing, provide you uh, information on where you have to improve. Backed by 5 assessments and discussion in aptitude tests. Now we have put aside 10 hours for discussions on aptitude tests. So we will conduct 5 assessments covering around 250 questions, and we will discuss those solutions in the class, so that you are up to speed on aptitude tests, which you know is the first gate. And We want to see that you don't stop at the first game. So we will take you through the aptitude test. Make sure you pass them, get you through on the coding side, and then for facing your interviews, facing your GDs, we will do the key components of soft skills. So you see, it's a very comprehensive course. And as I mentioned, you have access to Constellation course repository on the three subject areas and the coding editor. So, three subject areas being aptitude, our Java course, and our course on soft skills. If you, the other day we gave access to one of our students who wanted access to our Python course, all within the same charges. We have given it to her. So if you want an additional access to one of our other courses, we'll be ready to help you. And as I said on the code, at the end of the course, we give you a certificate on completion, but we will mention to you that we really expect you to attend the classes, to do the assignments. And interestingly, what we shall do, being a placement agency, we will share your information after we get permission from you. Share your information about the course and its completion, and that you have been successful to our clients, to our client base, that is the IT clients that we have all over India, in case they consider you for placements. Again, I'm telling you, we don't guarantee, we just say that we shall share your information among the many companies with which we work throughout India. Registration start date. Registration has started. So uh, we have given you the, and we shall provide you in the chat the access to this. And click on the card button, make the payment, book your seat. Classes begin on September 1, 2024. 3 months duration, 3 to 4 times per week, 2 hour sessions in the evenings. 8 to 10. If you are missing the class, don't worry. You will always get the backup video of the class. So all the classes are online, they are recorded. You will get the videos. Certificate of completion provided to participants. Cost of the program rupees 4,000 only for all the accesses and the 60 hours of online training with a live teacher. And for this Independence Day week, we have dropped our price to 3,000, so you pay 25% less. So grab your seat, students, participants, before it ends in the weekend. Topics mentioned: coding problems in Java, but we shall also discuss the solution on C, C++, Python. 40 hours. Aptitude test preparation, 10 hours. Soft skills, 10 hours. So, with that, if you have any questions, students, would be happy to answer. And any questions, you can put it in the chat. And as I mentioned, these webinars, which are free, please do attend these webinars because we are actually going to solve coding problems of the nature that is asked by MNC IT companies in India. And once again, thank you for joining the course, joining our webinar, and look forward to your registration and having you in the classes and promising you all help for getting that job that you desire. So, with those words, I hand it over to Surya sir to take us to the interesting world of coding in Java and solving some of the problems. Surya sir, you may like to share the screen and start.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening, everybody.
You may like to put on your camera, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Hello. So, am I visible?
You are visible, you are
Everybody,
audible. Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
Fine, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
So good evening with a rainy evening, right? We are just going to present some of the problems regarding this Java, right? So let's see that about this audience first. Okay, fine. Abhishek Arga Rishu, right? Hello. May I? Can you just in the chat box write down your background? Avik Arga Rishu.
Yeah, just continue, Surama sir, as they put down the details. You can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, so our guy is saying good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. So actually, I like to present you some of the problems which are typically you won't find it into the hackathon or any website, because there it is. I have prepared based on the industry required. So first and foremost thing is I like to tell you that in industry, okay, they do not just ask you to write down at the initial, even when you will go for your entrance examination, they want to check that your coding skill as well as your thought process. Thought process means what? Your analytical skill, right? So that's why you will find that they actually presents kind of story for particularly really most of these IT companies nowadays for their entrance, right? They won't write down, ask you to write down plain old this applications like your say write a Java program, right? That will accept the date and tell me the whether it is a leap year or not, right? Something like this. They will just put a story, and this story, this is called the according to their things is called, it is called case, right? So you have to handle case according to your analytical skill, and then you need to develop your solution, right? So why this thing happens? Because in the real life development what happened, and the client will present you some of the cases, and you have to analyze, prepare its solution, and solve the and satisfy the client's requirement, right? So that's why, just like I'm just going to present one case like this, right? So look it here. I hope that my screen is visible to you. Hello everybody.
Yes, it is visible. But you may
Okay.
like to put your PPT. The PPT has not
Yeah,
come yet.
yes.
Yeah, now it has come.
Oh. So just like look at here, this is a problem. The historical society has to handle various old documents, parchments, etc. The society faces one problem. Most of the documents, numeric figures are in the Roman, that is I, V, X, etc. Sometimes it is very difficult in case of complex Roman number to translate into the modern decimal number. You are requested to help the society to develop a Java application that will convert any Roman number to a decimal number. Understand, people? Hello. You understand here? And they will ask you, okay, so initially what happened, this kind of problems has been developed, and the team leaders will ask you to do what? To create, they will give the instruction like this. You need to create a class called, say, Roman decimal. Okay, with the following members. Say this is the map. Okay, character and integer. That means what? The key, you know that map stores what? Key value pair, right? So the key will be the character, and the integer will be the value, and the name will be what? Number map. Static block to initialize the map with Roman number as key and decimal figure as value. Okay, so this is the Roman number. So I means what? 1, V means 5, X means 10, L means 50, C means 100, D means 500, M means 1000, right? It can be larger, but I just stopped it up to this much. You need to create one method called public static int convert to decimal, and it accept one string, right? So just people, I would like to ask you one thing, that I hope that you know that since it is a Roman number, right? So it consists of X, I, V, M, D, C, like this. So definitely it will be accepted in the form of string, and we need to convert them into what? Into a decimal number, right? And sorry, people. And the next one is what? This is the public static void main, right? So you know obviously the main method, right? What is the purpose of this main method? Can anybody write down in the chat box, people from your side? Let's see. Arga, good. But one thing I would like to tell you that uh, main method is used for what purpose? It is the starting of the application. I hope that you know C. I hope you know C++, right? Right? So all these languages, what? Main function is the starting function, right? Because though you know that Java and C++ are what? Object oriented programming approach, but they also consist of procedure, and C is definitely a procedure oriented. So there will be multiple procedures or functions will be there. So the compiler should know that which procedure will be the first one. So for that reasons, what? Main function is there, right? So look it here, just a minute. Okay, so it accepts any Roman number in any case from the user. So look it here. Here the we have mentioned it already in the, okay, capital I, capital V, capital X, capital L, like this. But there is a possibility somebody has written into the lower case, that is the small I, small V, small x, right? So it will accept the Roman number in any case, and it will going to convert, right, to its corresponding decimal number, right, people? Okay, so this is the problem statement. So we shall now move to what? Our solution, right? So actually the solution is given like this, but I would like to tell you that let us do one thing here. I have the solution with me already there, right? So just like to run this application, and you will understand this one, right? So this is the Roman to decimal class, right? So the class name is, here I have, sorry, I just make it changes, Roman decimal, right? So I just rename it back to as what? Roman decimal. So this is the way we can change it. And are you familiar with this IDE? Hello, everybody here. Are you familiar with this IDE? Anybody? It is what? Eclipse IDE, right? So actually, in the IT companies, most of them are using the Eclipse IDE for the reason is that it is less bulky, easy to handle, lots of the features, and final thing is that, okay, if you install in your system, you need not require to pay anything, right? NetBeans is nowadays NetBeans is little bit bulky, right? And IntelliJ, okay, in IT companies, you have to use what? You have to use you have to pay for it. And if you utilize it in your own system, right, it may give you for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months free, or the free versions which are also available for IntelliJ. All features are also not available, right? So please look at here. This is the solution here, right? So see, look at here. This is the static block. Do you know what is the static block, people, in Java? Anybody, any idea? So just like to tell you that here, sometimes this question asked, right? I'm writing in the chat box here. That is the what is the static block? What is static block? Right. So this is one question, or sometimes they do not directly ask you about the static block. Their question is something like that: which area of Java application runs even before before the main function, right? So this is the static block. Your answer will be what? Static block, right? Understand here? So, people, uh, from your side, the program has been start execution, right? Can anybody of you tell me any one of the Roman number, not single, but make it in the chat box. So you write down one Roman number. I will convert it into what? XII, right? So I'm writing it into the what? XII, right? In the small letter. So output is coming what? 12, right? Am I correct? So I'm just writing one more. Look at here. XVI, right? What is this? 16. And the funniest part is what? XIV is what? Hello? XIV is what? 14, right? XIV, right? 14. Clear? X I X I is what? 11. But IX is what? 9. Right? So, people, please look at here how it works. So, look at here how it works. Okay, I have done this application here. The reason is that, uh,
So, Ramesh sir, I have one request.
yes,
See,
yes,
quite a few students have joined now, a little late. I would
okay,
request you to, if you can just show the PPT slide and explain the question to them once more, and then quickly,
sure,
if you can
sure, sure.
run through the code so that they can
Yes.
catch up easily.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, sir. I have also noticed that. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, students who have joined a little. I will just quickly
Okay.
go through it once more.
So the students who have joined it afterward, I would like to just going to present you one case today in front of you, right? See, look at here. This is the case, right? So even even the IT companies, even their entrance examination, right? They will just never going to ask you to write down or direct Java applications or C or C++, even in the Python also, right? So they just present one case. Why? They want to check it that your analytical skill, right? Based on your analysis, you should solve it, right? And sometimes they will say that how much, what should be the class, what should be the member data, what should be the what are the member functions, like this. So look at here, the historical society has to handle various old document, parchment, etc. So the society faces one problem. Most of documents, numeric figures are in Roman. Sometimes it is very difficult in case of complex Roman number to translate into modern decimal number. You are requested to help the society to develop a Java application that will convert any Roman number to a decimal number. So problem is clear to you people. Hello. Ultimately, it may be a big story, right? But ultimately, what happened? The direct question will be is something like that. Okay, write a Java program that will accept one Roman number and convert it into the decimal number, right? And they will ask you to do with all these definitions, like sorry, details, right? So this is what you need to create a class called Roman decimal, right? Why they are asking you to do in this manner? The reason is very simple. We can write down in a single main function, right? We can write down any uh, um, uh, uh, single class, right? But that kind of applications are not acceptable in IT industry, because we know that if the Java or C or C++ are object oriented plus modular approach. So every module should focus a particular task, right? So that's why they also define the modules, right? Just like see here, you have a one method called convert Roman to decimal, right? And have you noticed that here the class name, functions name, okay, even the variable which I need to declare it, they have already given, and each of the variables and functions and the class name has a meaningful words are there, right? Unlike our in our college applications where we write down int I, char j, right? Why? Because in industry, whenever you need to develop any applications here, all the identifiers. So what is this identifiers, people? Actually, whether you go for C, C++, Java or Python, okay, the functions name, right, variables name, right? So all these things are known as what? Identifier. So it is prescribed that all these identifiers should be have a meaningful name. So it will going to tell you that what this class is going to do. I can write down right now. So my class, my demo, right? But what is it will going to demonstrate it? So it will just going to tell you what? Okay, it is a from Roman to decimal. It is going to convert it, right? So here it is what this map consists of numbers. So it is a character and integer. So key is what? The character, and the value is what? Integer type. People, can you just share? Tell me one thing that here why I have not written char or int. Can anybody say from your side? Char or int? Let me see that anybody has answered it and not. Sorry, in the chat. Care or int. Why I have not written care or int here? Can you able to guess? I can easily write down care or int, but here I have written care or int in character and integer. Nobody. Okay, I'm just giving you the answer. See, map is what? It is a part of what? Collection framework of Java. And collection framework of Java, any classes, any functions, any interfaces, right? Any class, any interface never accept primitive data type. What they will going to accept? Only the wrapper type, right? So that's why it is written what? Character and integer, right? And here there is a functions called convert Roman to decimal. And again, look at here. The class name R is capital and D is capital. Why R is capital and D is capital? Because it is the Java's rule that, okay, the class name can be have multiple words and every starting alphabet of the each word should be capital. Okay, so this is called what? Called Pascal case of naming, right? Pascal case of naming. And look at here, the function's name. Here, convert Roman to decimal. C is small, but R is capital, T is capital, and decimal is D is capital. It is called what? It is called camel case, right? It is called camel case, right? So Java's functions name and the variable name should must follow the camel case, right? So people in your application, in your entrance examination, if you follow all these Java class and functions and variable namings rules, right? Then your interviewer company will be very happy, and they will give you one extra grade for all these things, right? So that's why I am also following these features. Okay, now look at here, the public static void main function is there. So what is the purpose of the main function? The main function's basically task is what? It will going to accept, okay, user input and display the output, right? So normally we write down in our C or C++ applications, right? Even in Java, right? There we have write down within the main function lots of big code that is actually we should not do. We should do or write down the code only for accepting the user's input and then display the output, right? So that's why the main function is used and other functions are there to do various kind of jobs into the total application, right? So this is the problem statement. So now let's move to the actual problem right here. So here is the solution, but before going to the solution here, I started already here from this This is the problem I have presented through the what Eclipse IDE, right? So here, see, look it here. Here the this variable, okay, the number map is declared. See, as per the rules, I am following like this here. So private static member data, right? What is this? Number map. So I have declared it here. Private static map character integer number map equal to new hash map, right? And within the static block the number map has all these values. That's why, that is what I means 1, v means 5, x means 10, l means 50, c means 100, d means 500, and m means 1000, right? Then what? So why I'm doing it into the static block? The reason is very simple. The moment the program starts execution, right? Okay, when this main function, I will ask to execute this application, the fast the static block will get initialized, right? So here already it will be assigned that number map has this value, which it is ready to work with the number map now, right? So in the main function, have you noticed that I have declared the scanner class to accept. So can anybody say what is this scanner class? Let's see that from your chat box. Can anybody say what is this scanner class? Hello, in Java. Orgo is doing very good field. Okay, batting. But I expect that the rest of the people should also do. Argya or rest of the people, can you have an idea? What is this scanner class? Unnati, Avik, Sharav, Rishu, Surya. Can anybody? Okay. Scanner class is used for what? Accept input in Java, right? So here it says that scanner, okay, scanner equal to new scanner system.in. System.in means what? It is going to accept from the keyboard, right? So enter a Roman number. It is accepted, okay, and store it into the variable Roman number, right? We can write down one more line here, okay, int decimal number equal to, so here this method convert Roman to decimal has been invoked, and this Roman number has been passed as a parameter, right? And the value has been assigned to the decimal number, and I'm just write down here decimal number. Okay, so it will going to display the decimal corresponding the decimal value, right? So let us execute this application first, then I will go for the logic, right? So let's go for one more Roman number. People, can anybody help me to tell one Roman number? Hello, can anybody? Any Roman number? Arga, can you just go for a little bit larger? Li, right? Okay. Okay, I'm just writing for your sake. Li, even in the small letter, right? 51. Little bit larger. 4 digit. right? Four digited. Can anybody from your side? Okay, I'm just running this. Just a minute, people. Console has been vanished. Okay, so 1115, right? So, who is doing it? This task has been done by the convert Roman to decimal, right? So what happened here? This Roman number has been accepted. Okay, the moment I have written, I'm just put the narrations here in a what is this notepad? So it accepted what? MCXV, right? So this number has been now transferred to here into this decimal number, right? So here I've declared one local variable called decimal number equal to 0. Okay, and there is a possibility, right? A person may write down into the small letter. So I'm just internally convert everything into the uppercase, because you know very well that, okay, if I write down this is in into the upper lowercase also. Okay, MCXV, right? MCXV, right? It will give you the same output. Let's do write down once again here. MCXV, right? In the all in the lowercase, right? So again, it is giving you. So why internally it is converting it into what? Into the uppercase, right? So now what happened? It is tracking the values, right? So I'm just going to going forward. It is checking what? So it is accepting as a MCXV as a full string, right? So it is just going to track the first value and the second value, right? Okay, first value and the second value, that is the M and C, M and C, right? So so M and C, right? It will first check it that whether the M means what? It is 1,000, right? So how much it is got it? 1,000, right? And C means what? 100. So initially what? So it is extracting what? Both M and C, right? So it's stored, this is inside the X and it is stored inside the Y, right? So both what? It is stored into the X and it is inside the Y. So from where it get it? It is get it from this number map, right? So if X is greater than or equal to Y, then okay, so it will assign this first X into the decimal number. So it is first assigning this x into what? To the decimal number, right? So the decimal number has the now value what? 1000, right? Next is what? It is picking up the y, right? So if x is greater than y, then what? Decimal number equal to decimal number plus y. So it will now add. Okay, since it is y is greater than sorry, x is greater than y, so it is accepting this, and the output comes as what? 1100, right? So in this manner it will going to pick it up x v like this, right? So ultimately it comes, this is the figure here, right? So the logic is very simple here. So this is the main function where we have this feature. Just you look at here, this is the function we are doing it here. Okay, for better view purpose, I'm just utilizing what? This slide. In this slide also I'm writing the same thing here, right? So look at here, this is the convert Roman to decimal, right? The same thing here. So what is the logic of this one? You should stop, okay, just before the string ends, right? So people, any question from your this problem? Hello,
Yeah,
please.
students, if you have any doubts, if you have any question, put it on the chat. I can understand that in a webinar scenario, it is a little bit difficult because you can't speak. But during the actual course, you can use your microphone, you can use your camera, and it will be much easy. It will be just like a class. But
Okay,
we are
so
constrained
somebody
in
has
terms
seen
of,
this what?
yeah,
MMCC Excel, right? Okay, let me do it.
yeah. Orgo has asked for that. But hope you are understanding, students. Hope you are understanding the syntax, and if you need any help understanding any line of this problem, please do ask. We are happy to go slowly and repeat it as many times as you need. But we want you to understand.
But one thing I would like to tell you that normally the Roman numbers are restricted up to the four Roman digit. But anyhow, we can process it. Look it here. Is it correct? Is it correct? Okay. So this kind of applications, right? You have been going to expect, right there. So actually, we are going to prepare this kind of questions with your solutions so that you can face the problems. Okay, based on the real life case scenario. Okay. So actually we are always prefer that because see normal Java applications, C applications, C++ application, in numbers of problems you will find it into the website, in your books. But all these IT companies, right, I have seen that from where they will set these questions. Okay, you won't expect. understand that. Okay, none of this questions from hackathon or etc, right? And particularly they are also using different types of web boxes, right, from where there are permutations and combinations questions are appearing, right? So not only for this IT companies, actually I'm going to tell you that in the all the companies, whether it is IT company or non-IT companies, right? So they want to see the skill of the students is can be is good enough for performing two tasks. One is that analytical skill as well as the solution of the problems, whether it is IT, whether it is going for even other branch of the engineerings, right? Even in the real life also scenario, you will understand about not only for this IT companies or engineering, but also in everywhere. Say for example, say a patient, okay, when sit in front of the doctor, right? So the patient will speak lots of the XYZ, but the doctor needs to what? Analyze actually what happened to that patient. Based on that, doctor need to diagnosis the patient and provide proper medicines. Otherwise, what you will going to say that okay, that the doctor cannot able to diagnose it properly, or this medicine is not very good, or this medicine has the side effect, right? So even the eye specialist, right? Okay, come to know about the patient has some issues with what your pressure, right? So he cannot able to prescribe such a medicine which will rise the pressure, or what is this stomach problems, gaseous problems. So varieties in different angle they need analysis, right? So in every sphere, even in case of IT also, the analytical skill is important things. So they give the important trace on more on that, right? I would like to show you one more application, right? So this is the Roman and decimal, okay. And I would like to show one more application. Just 2 minutes and just stop sharing it.
So, as you prepare, Sir Surama sir, let me just speak about the course
Yeah.
quickly. And as soon as you are ready, let me know. So, we will solve another problem. Um, so, students, as far as this course is concerned, as I mentioned to you, we shall start on the 1st of September. And we have less time. Your placements have already started. And so we will do it rapidly. And as Suramya sir has been demonstrating, we shall have other trainers also. Um, so we will solve actual problems, real life cases, which the kind of problems that come in the IT coding tests. And so let me just demonstrate to you or show you our system so that you get an idea.
Sir, can I just complete this one and then just it will
Just
take 5 to 10 minutes?
just one second, one second. So since
Yes,
I'm
sir.
already there,
Okay.
so students, this is our aptitude test portal. So this is the entire course. It has about 43 odd topics, and within each topic, you have a PPT, handout, practice paper, videos, MCQ paper. So you can take a test. So it goes down and it covers quantitative, reasoning, data, and verbal. Okay. So, and then and after each few topics, you have a block test. Then you have what is called a course test. You have about 20 course tests here. You have advanced course tests, about 10 of them, and then you have company papers. Currently, what we can make available to you is we have conducted a Accenture test in one of the client colleges, and We shall make that available to you at a very minimal cost. So like that, whenever a placement happens, we create a sample paper and give it to you. So this is an aptitude test, and we shall give this portal free to you as part of the course, and it has more than 4,000 questions. This is our Java portal, and I'm sure a lot of you uh, are already conversant. But in case you want to go through any of the topics here, and it's a very comprehensive course. For each of the topic, there is a PPT and a video. Okay, and after the topics, you have 100 solved problems over there in Java, and you have 100 MCQ questions, and we keep adding on to that. So that's the Java. So within the course, if you go meticulously, we have around 200 solved problems within this portal. And of course, what we are saying is in the course, we will solve at least about 50 questions, and we will also give you access to our coding editor where you will get to solve something like 100 questions. I mean, huge amount of practice we can give you, and this is our soft skills portal. Again, the topics are there, and as you see, you have the PPTs, the handouts, practice paper, videos. So each and every topic of this is covered in soft skills. So what we are trying to do in a very short span of time, we are giving you all the resources, and we are also conducting the online classes with the live classes with the trainers. Um, so students, if you kind of decide to purchase, this is the URL. I'll give it to you in the chat box, and you will find the 60-hour course here, costing 4,000 rupees. But for this week, it's a drop in price of 25%. We are celebrating our Independence Day week, and so you can purchase that course. You can go into this. And this is the course that we are discussing, and you can add to the cart and purchase it. I'll give you the URL for this, right? Okay, so that is what I wanted to show to you. Yeah, over to you, Surabhi sir. We have a question from Orgo asking, can you please explain once the converting part in Java syntax? Just
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Actually, I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Please
So
go.
look at here, Arga, please look at here. I'm just bringing you the simple, sorry, where the screen is not shared, right?
Yeah, please share your
Yeah.
screen.
So Arga, please look at here. I hope that this is visible to you. Hello.
Yeah, it is visible.
See, I'm just bringing a simple application, right? Two values. Okay. See, x v I. It comes what? 16, right? So how it has been converted? So x first it will go and pick it up what? X. Okay. So x means what? 10. Then it will pick it up v, right? So first it will go and check it that. Okay, so x and v, right? So x and v, it will first pick it up these two, right? So when it finds that x is greater than v, right? So so v means what? 5, right? So it comes what? 15. Clear up to this much. Now what happened? It will again pick it up v and I. Okay. So v means what? 5. Okay. And I means what? 1. So it will go and add once again. So comes what? 6. Right? Now question is that problem is that, see, look at here, this is the 6, right? So we can't write down this is as a 15 plus 6 as 21, right? So what do we need to do? After adding this, we need to again subtract the x value, right? That is the 5. Sorry, here from the 5. So ultimately give you what? 16. Clear? Understand? In this way, it goes on like this. So first it picks up X and V, right? So it comes what? 15. Then V and I, right? So it comes what? At 6. So 15 plus 6 comes what? 21. Now what happened? It becomes 21. But V has been accepted two times. So we need to subtract the V. Right? Understand? This is the logic, actually. Understand?
So Argo says it's clear to him. Yeah, you may
Yeah.
go ahead with the next problem.
Okay. Just today, see, the second one is very simple, right? See, because here I need not require to write down even the demonstration also, right? So look at here, the problem statement. A group of ornithologists wants to count the number of birds in a group flying on the sky during their migration time. Scientists discovered that the migratory birds fly in the row arranging in the Fibonacci series, but in the formation of 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 formation. Not this is our conventional Fibonacci series, right? Because it cannot be started with 0, right? Based on this feature, ornithologists decide to count the number of rows in that group, which will ultimately result the total number of birds into that group flying above the sky. They want to capture what? Okay, in this group, how many birds are there? So look at here. It is a simple application of what? Okay, we are doing it this kind of this kind of what is this your Fibonacci series number, write a Fibonacci series uh, up to n number and add these numbers. Actually this is the problem, right? But they are writing, giving you this kind of Fibonacci series. This they will follow this kind of Fibonacci series, right? Okay, and you need to write down this. That means what? Based on how many rows. Now question is, this row means what? This is one, this is the first row, this is the second row, right? That is the two birds are there. That means what? Three, right? So and then if there are 5 rows are there, right? So how many actually? 5 rows of birds are flying. That means what? In the first row, obviously the one, the second two, the third one has the 3 birds, right? So the fourth one has the 5 birds, and the fifth one is the eighth birds, eight number of birds. So let us add this one. So this is the simple solution. But see, look at here. The problem is as the solution like this. Means presenting the problem is such a manner. Okay, it will turn your head from left to right and everywhere. Right? Understand? See, look at here. The problem is so simple, but they are putting these questions in this manner so that you can analyze. Okay, what they it is expecting and how I will solve it. That is the main thing here, right? Because see, people, very simple thing. You people are coming out from MTech, BTech. Okay, so you have knowledge, but how you will apply your knowledge? That is the main theme of the IT companies, right? Just like for any companies also. Yeah.
So we don't have too much time. If you can show them the solution,
Yeah, this is the solution actually.
yeah, yeah. Please, you can go through that, explain it to them.
See, this is simple Fibonacci series, number additions. Okay. I need not record to explain them also. Because everybody I hope that know what is the Fibonacci series, how to do the Fibonacci series. Sum of a Fibonacci series number.
Yeah. So instead of asking you a problem
Yeah.
to solve the Fibonacci series, they have created just a story around that.
Yeah.
But as long as you quickly identify that what the question,
That is the thing.
and
Okay. So in an 1 hour or 2 hours time, you need to solve it. Right? So people, I hope that you understand everything, right?
any questions anybody has? Let's see in the chat.
Yes,
Yeah, very good.
correct.
Very good.
Very different way of seeing of a problem. Yes, that is 200% you're right. In fact, they are doing it. Why? I just telling you. Remember this story, right? When a doctor is a student, okay, he or she learns, okay, point wise in his or her medical book. But when that person is sitting in front of the patient, then patient will talk lots of the blah 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 things, right? And the doctor need to, okay, diagnose it and prescribe medicines. Understand? Same thing in every cases. I hope that people you enjoy the problems and solutions here.
Yeah, and let us know in what any other way. What are the kind of things? Uh, anything, any specific you want to let us know. You want to learn. We shall be.
Yes. Actually, we try to crack this these things so that you can develop side by side the analytical skill. Okay. Because see, you people have already done lots of the things. You know many things, right? But how much you have the analytical skill, that is the main theme for your the entrance for these IT companies.
Sir, I'll just show them another screen. As sir is saying that typically, if you see, this is our coding editor, and we shall provide you access on that. And typically, see on the right, on the left, and Surama sir, can you see? And that's
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
and that's the question. Surama sir, if you can read that question and what he says, if you can explain to them, because this is what I mean. What I've seen is it takes a lot of time to even read the question and then apply it, and then you find that the question is actually very simple. So this is
Geo takes the array of the numbers stored into the error and returns the string arithmetic if the sequence follows an arithmetic pattern on return geometric if it is follows a geometric pattern, right? So if the sequence does not follow the other pattern, return -1, and an arithmetic sequence in one where the difference between each number is consistent. Where there is a geometric sequence in each term of the first is the multiplied by the sum of the constant or the common ratio, right? Arithmetic example, and this your 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And the geometric example is 2, 6, 4. Okay, 2,
so it is, yeah.
6. 6 8 18 54 negative marked numbers can be entered in any parameter. Zero will not entered, right? So the first is this 2, then it comes to a 2 or 4 plus 2 is the 6, and then 6 or 4 into, oh no, 4 plus 2, then 6 into 3 is 18, and 8, how much is the 54?
18
Okay,
3s are 50. So
yeah,
basically, what it is saying, you read an array, you look at the numbers, then you find, you tell me whether it is an arithmetic series or a geometric series. So in an
okay,
arithmetic series, it
okay, yes,
reproduces a certain number.
AP series or GP series?
Exactly. So that's the question.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
could have simply said it in 2 or 3 lines, but see how much of text they have written. So, understanding the question, quickly understanding what is it that it's very simple that you read an array, find out the numbers, check whether it's an AP or a GP, and that's the answer. So, you have to write a program which reads an array and tells you this particular set of numbers is an AP or this particular set of numbers is a GP. Now, students, what we have seen is these kind of questions, and I'm again giving you an example in the uh, coding test of Accenture for this year. 45 minutes, 2 questions. And when we give these questions and these kind of questions with so much of text, etc., and students tell us that it becomes a bit difficult for us to read the question, understand it, answer it, and we've seen in 45 minutes, not many students are able to complete it. But mind you, a lot of students have scored 100%. They have solved the 2 problems. But a lot of students have been able to score only one problem. And the issue is again, conceptual, reading the questions, coming up with the solution, and quickly solving it because time is of essence. And hence, our aim will be to practice these kind of problems. Uh, And as Surame sir said that he will be able to bring you a lot of problems which he has created when he's putting these in test papers of various coding companies when he's creating papers. So those kind of problems which you will not encounter or see on the internet so easily. And even our coding editor, as you see on the screen, is something again which will really help you. Yeah, so yes, sir. So Suramas, I just wanted to show them our coding editor and
yeah. It is very similar to your metal based of coding editor,
yes, sir.
right? I have also seen that metal is also widely used. Particularly, it is from the USA. So
Yeah.
previously, the Cognizant used to use, but nowadays, still the what is this your what I came to know about this Accenture is probably still using, and some of the Hexaware and all these companies are still using this kind of editors, right? But it can be similar to that. I'm not. This is not a metal, because I know.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying. I mean, this is again an American editor, and it's an
Yeah.
American company, and we have been using it for the 4 5 years in the past, where we have given access to the students.
Very
Sample.
similar, so you will also be habituated of handling this kind of. So
It's very good.
one of the another aspect is that when you will face a new editor, right? So handling of the editor is also little bit, it takes 5 to 6 minutes how to handle it. So that you will also be going to be acquainted when you are going to use this editor,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Because most of the editors will be similar to this kind of editors.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we use these editors extensively for taking our assessment exams with the colleges that we work. Would be happy to provide this as part of the course. So, students, um, so that is what we wanted to discuss with you today, and we will be again coming back in the next edition on Saturday with again a set of questions we will discuss, and then we will have 2 more Saturdays in which we will uh, have discussions around the questions before we hit our first September deadline when we shall start the course. Reshmi has again put the URL for the course. You may like to access the URL and go through the details of the course and purchase it. And I would suggest that you purchase it by tomorrow day end before we again revert back to the price of 4,000 rupees, because for this week for independence we were giving a discount of 25%. Students, another thing, I will provide you my email ID. We would be happy to discuss further on the course, on any issues as you face. We will be very happy to discuss. Just drop me an email, and we will and give us your contact details, and we will be calling you, and we will be calling you and spending time with you. Ask any questions that you have. Rishmi has also provided you a link for a form, for a feedback form. Kindly provide your feedback. Any final questions you have, would be happy to answer. Any questions from any of you? Orgo, you have been quite active. Any further questions you have before we close it for the day? And I really hope that you will register for our course, and it will be a great experience working with all of you students and helping you get placed in good companies. And just wait for a couple of days. We'll make the Accenture sample test available to you next week. So, Surama sir, we shall close the webinar here. And thank you so much for your time, sir. And we again,
Thank you and good night and happy weekend, everybody. So I'm leaving, right?
yes, thank you so much. Goodbye and good night, participants.